Hey guys, Storytelling Blair here, and I want to talk to you guys about Batman. Because apparently we just got 4 issues this week on nothing but Batman himself. It's a little crazy and excessive, and it's almost like that's DC's most popular favorite character who they only like to make books about. It's horrible sarcasm. But anyway, I'm here on my break, on my set, and let's talk about these beautiful books. Okay, so guys, if you're following the Tom King Batman run, then most likely you picked up this, Batman Annual 3. And I don't blame you, because I picked it up too. But personally, it wasn't really my favorite one. Now, it's a good Father's Day story between Batman and his real father, Alfred. But personally, I thought it was good, but just in comparison to everything else that we got this week, I think it's probably number 3 on my list of the Batman stories. Okay, so the next one. Tomasi's first issue of Detective Comics. This one's really cool. Now, I'm going to give you guys a spoiler for Action Comics 1000. I read this in an article, posted right here, and it said that by issue 1000 of Detective Comics, we're going to be introduced to the Arkham Knight. Yes, from Batman Arkham Knight. Of course, it's not going to be Jason Todd. Who the hell is he going to be?
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
Don't try it!
Okay, so this issue is really cool because it's about a murder mystery about whoever murdered these 2 innocent people who happen to look a lot like Thomas and Martha Wayne. And clearly this is a jab at Batman. There's some Easter eggs here or there, a spoiler at the end, but honestly, this was definitely my second favorite Batman story of the 4 this week. Hands down, I would definitely say come pick it up. And apparently it's $6.99 now. Okay, so the next one, and this is the one that everyone wanted to hear about. How was Batman Damned? So, if you didn't pick up the first one, which is probably running for like $200 right now, you've probably been anticipating this book because either it's going to be worth a lot of money or you just want to know the next issue. Well, okay, in my opinion, I'm going to be a little blunt. This series is extremely slow. I know the same amount of information that I did when I read the first issue. I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm under the impression that it's going to be 3 issues, and if this is the second issue and nothing really happened, then I don't know. If this is a 6-issue thing, then okay, that makes sense. It still has some ways to go. But as of right now, I'm actually not that impressed, so this is my number 4.
Now that I think about it, another issue that I had with Batman Damned was sometimes it feels like it's just overly dark. The fact that it keeps flashing back to, Bruce's problematic childhood and showing that, Thomas and Martha Wayne's relationship wasn't all that great as it was. Now, if this is an interpretation of Batman, then I can respect that. But for whatever reason, I try to, fit it into canon because I'm a dork. But I don't know, it just feels a little bit weird. I think somebody who has as many problems as Batman has would probably have that kind of trauma. But to me, it just kind of screams dark for the sake of dark, and that's why it gets on my nerves. And also, is this just me, but does the rapper that Batman interrogates, I totally thought that was a redesign of Etrigan the Demon. I don't know why. Maybe it was his coat and then the glasses, but he kind of looked like Etrigan. I don't know. That's just me being crazy.
And my number 1 is Batman Who Laughs. I did not expect this to be my favorite, but, quick disclaimer, I'm a huge Scott Snyder Batman fan, so that's probably the reason why I really like this. Because, honestly, obviously it's a sequel to Batman Metal, but it also just feels like the next trade paperback of Scott Snyder's run with Greg Capullo on Batman. What's really great is the art is done by some guy named Jock. I have not researched anything for this video, as you can tell. Sue me. Anyway, the art is really cool because it's very reminiscent of Greg Capullo, but it's also kind of like Jimenez and his art. It's pretty cool. I really dig it. But this story really feels like a Batman story. Everything that's going on, the case, and it feels like there's a lot of stakes. If you read Metal and know anything about this character, the Batman Who Laughs, you know that he's a very terrifying figure who has a lot of weight against Batman. And in most cases, he probably can defeat Batman. in a fist fight. So knowing that there is a threat that Batman can't immediately defeat with prep time or whatever, because he has prep time as well, all of a sudden it feels like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? How is Batman going to get out of this? And we see that at the very end of the issue with, spoilers. And it's really cool. I really enjoy this issue. If I had to pick up any of these 4 issues this week, if I had to pick one, which of course I didn't, I'd pick this one up. I think this one was the most well-written one. This is the most enjoyable one, and honestly, I can't wait for the second issue. Same thing for the Detective Comics as well. I cannot wait to see where this goes. I love the idea that Tomasi is on Detective Comics now. Now I'm going to start reading it a little bit more frequently. The annual was good, wasn't too great, and then Damned was just, I don't know, it just felt like just another issue of Batman, so that's the whole reason why I was a little disappointed with it. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these 4 issues of Batman, and let me know if any of them were really good, if you liked them, if you disagree with me, or if you agree with me. Let me know in the comments section below. If you could leave a subscribe or a like, I would also appreciate that. Yeah, and that's about it. Anyway, I'll see you guys.